Now at 6 and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, Victoria police need your help in finding this missing teenager. Hundreds of Victorians have Thanksgiving dinner at the Salvation Army. And Cuero's Christmas in the Park is now open through New Year's Day.
We had a lot of cloud cover and some rain early today, but all that's gone away. As a matter of fact, south winds coming in. It's going to be a little bit milder for the next couple of days. We'll have your entire weekend outlook coming up in a moment.
Plus, we've got some Thanksgiving football with the Cowboys trying to hang on. I'll have that in sports.
You're watching 25 News now at 6. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Don Brubaker. Karina Garcia has the night off. Victoria police report a 19-year-old woman is missing. Amanda Stevenson is 5 feet 1 inch tall, weighs 125 pounds, has black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen last Sunday, November 19th. If you have information on the whereabouts of Amanda Stevenson, please contact Victoria Crime Stoppers at 361-522-4200. Former Matagorda County Sheriff's Office Patrol Sergeant Stephen Riddles was arrested in connection to a disturbance where a gun was shot inside his family home on Sunday morning. The Bay City Tribune reports the 47-year-old Riddles was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His bond was set at $200,000 with conditions that he not interact with the family members. One of the boys inside the home at the time was reported to have minor injuries, including redness on his face and scratches on his arms. A new video shows the moment a small plane crashed near a nail salon in Plano, narrowly avoiding one of its employees. KXAS reports the plane crashed at a shopping center around 6 p.m. on Tuesday. DPS identified the pilot as 87-year-old Monroe McDonald. The NTSB said McDonald was the only person in the plane. The FAA says the pilot was attempting a go-around, an aborted landing attempt in which a plane on final approach instead flies back up. A Victoria holiday tradition continued today. The Salvation Army of Victoria hosted its annual Community Thanksgiving Dinner. About 275 people were served a meal that included grilled pork chops, green beans, potato salad, green salad, and desserts. Residents could also take home goodie bags with potatoes and bread. For the first time in 4 years, the Salvation Army of Victoria dinner was held in its main office at 1302 North Lewis Street. The Texas Farm Bureau's annual price survey shows the average cost of a classic Thanksgiving dinner in Texas is slightly more expensive than a year ago. The El Campo Leader News reports the average cost of this year's Thanksgiving feast for 10 in Texas, $61.89. or $6.19 per person. The average cost of the same meal in Texas last year was $58.81 or $5.88 per person. The survey shows that Thanksgiving meal is about 25% higher than it was in 2019, which highlights the impact high supply costs and inflation have had on food prices since before the pandemic. Governor Greg Abbott, First Lady Cecilia Abbott, and their daughter Audrey joined Meals on Wheels Central Texas Thursday morning to deliver Thanksgiving meals to older homebound Austinites. Meals on Wheels delivers thousands of meals to older adults and those with disabilities every day. The city of Victoria has called for a special election for mayor set for February 3rd. The city will host an informational session next Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Just show up at the City Council Chambers, 107 West Juan Lynn Street. Interested applicants will learn more about the duties of mayor. Jeff Bachnight formally resigned to run for the District 30 State House seat. The deadline to file for a place in the ballot is December 4th. And now let's take a first look at your forecast. Here's First Orange Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Mac Pettis. Mac, it was not as rainy today as it has been the last two Thanksgivings, but we still had some of that wet stuff.
Yeah, we did have some this morning. In fact, I got some raindrops. You didn't get any raindrops on your windshield?
A little bit.
But all that is pretty much gone. As a matter of fact, you can see here we are, and the rain just sort of went through the area this morning. It is now already up in East Texas. In fact, the cloud deck that's out there is going to be thinning out. And tomorrow, a little bit sunnier, a lot sunnier actually, and a little bit warmer. Next 2 days are going to be fairly mild, but we've got a cold front coming in on Sunday, and that's a big travel day. We'll have all the details coming up in a moment. Don?
Mac, thank you. One driver has a lot to be thankful for this Thanksgiving after he was rescued from his box truck that was hanging off an overpass in Houston. First responders had to rescue the driver by pulling him out of the truck with a crane, and it was all caught on video.
While Metro PD investigates what caused a driver's box truck to overturn, some members of HFD Fire Station Rescue 11 who got the driver out share how they saved him. Air 11 captured a team of 25 assists the driver from a box truck dangling off an overpass on the North Freeway near Cross Timbers this morning.
I was just basically hanging on the end of the knot to secure the victim into the harness and allow those guys to do what they do up top.
A collaborative effort including help from the Houston Fire Department, rescue technician Jay Dummett and Captain Billy Martin.
Extricate the victim or the patient and bring him out safely so he goes home to his family tomorrow morning.
And that was an achievement right in time for Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
As for the box truck driver, he played a part in breaking free too.
We actually utilized him inside the vehicle. He helped rescue himself there. We get them involved because it takes their mind off the pain.
How they do that?
Talking to him, letting him know what we're doing, what we're setting up.
The driver was pinned between the dash and the door.
He was kind of nervous and scared.
As he was coming out of there, he kind of situated himself a little bit, and he knew there would be cameras there.
Including ours. He left thankfully with a few minor injuries and his life spared just before the holidays.
For him, yes, it's a miracle. You know, the way he was situated, the way the truck came to rest and did not come over the overpass.
But for these rescuers, getting him out safely took technique and sticking together.
It takes the entire team to get it done.
Ugochi Iloka, KHOU 11 News.
Houston Airport Systems reported an incident on Wednesday after a private jet bumped into another plane parked at Hobby Airport. The incident happened around 10:45 a.m. Video caught one of the plane's nose on top of the wing of the other aircraft, but there was no damage. The incident did not impact any airport operations or happened on the runway. Because of this, no ground stops were issued. No one was reported hurt. The next major campaign for the Salvation Army of Victoria starts tomorrow. The Red Kettle campaign will be in 4 places in Victoria, including both Walmarts, Sam's Club, and Hobby Lobby. This year, the Salvation Army has red kettles at the Walmarts and the Brookshire Brothers stores in Cuero and Hallettsville. Last year's Red Kettle campaign in the Crossroads raised $65,000.
We hope that you would, when you're passing one of our red kettles, that you would help us to continue with our mission for our Life Enrichment Center, our feeding kitchens, our food box services, our shelter, and helping people with rent and utilities and all that we can do. We need your help with that.
The Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign continues through New Year's Day. It's late November, and that means the annual Christmas in the Park has started in Cuero. This holiday festivity starts the Monday before Thanksgiving and continues through New Year's Day. The Winter Fun event includes free hot chocolate, a live nativity, along with thousands of animated Christmas lights. Some tourists think the event in Cuero is better than any other Christmas demonstration around.
The whole Christmas spirit is in here, the secular part and also the religious part. And it's very inspiring. And we're looking forward to going through the whole park to see everything.
Visitors may enjoy a free self-driving tour of the park each night between 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock p.m. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today. Hit the like button and click the notification bell so you can see Crossroads Today on YouTube. And stay with us. Coming up on 25 News now at 6. Black Friday shopping comes tomorrow, followed by Small Business Saturday. Also ahead, see how a Harris County car dealership is going to the dogs. Cars are being ruined at a Harris County dealership. The cars are not being damaged by vandals, but instead by stray dogs. The dealership owner is worried about the impact on that business.
Cars on this Northwest Harris County dealership's lot torn apart. Bumpers, fenders gone, scratches and bite marks left behind.
That's how we can say might be a wolf.
Employees of G Motors were shocked to play surveillance footage back and find its distant cousin responsible, the common canine.
You never think that a dog has this kind of power to tear off a car like that.
Videos show just 2 dogs destroyed at least 5 cars in 3 separate overnight incidents this month.
This has to be taken care of ASAP.
Sales manager Gabby Fakori says his employees are terrified.
Nobody wants to leave their cars anymore. They want to make sure they get into the office straight. You know, they're so scared.
He's worried customers will soon feel the same.
This was gonna, drop our business.
The business has filed reports with Houston police, but officers told them and us this is a civil matter.
So they can't do anything until they physically hurt someone.
HPD encouraged the business to hire a private investigator to find the dog's owner, if there is one, so they can sue.
We cannot sell these cars now.
They tell us they do not want to put this on their own insurance and estimate they're out anywhere from $100,000 to $350,000. Still, their primary concern, you can't put a price on.
We don't want to wait until someone really get, hurt.
Midcoast Family Services is hosting a presentation for parents to keep children nicotine-free. It's Thursday, November 30th at 5:30 p.m. It will last about an hour. Just go to 2010 North Navarro, Suite A. For more details, call 361-541-4098. Small business owners are gearing up for the biggest shopping weekend of the holiday season, while big retailers focus on Black Friday. Nearly 32 million small businesses are riding a wave of enthusiastic consumer spending and great government investment. A survey showed 55% anticipate Small Business Saturday will make a significant contribution to their overall holiday sales this year. Over the past 13 years, consumers have reported spending nearly $184 billion during that day. And here's your viewer poll this evening. Scan that QR code on your screen to vote now. Here's the question. Do you plan to shop during Black Friday this year? Yes or no? Let's look at the numbers. 11% of our viewers say yes. 89% of our viewers know. They'll be watching college football right here on KAVU TV, I'm sure. All right, thank you for voting. We want to hear your opinion. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to take part, and I'll have an answer on 25 News Now at 10.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's a cool 55 degrees out there. We still have got clouds, but those clouds are really thinning out. Whatever rain we had today early is pretty much gone. We only got up to 59 today, and 43 was our overnight low, but by tomorrow, we'll be into the mid to upper 60s. It's going to be a little bit milder for the next couple of days, and we still have rain on Sunday, and we're going to talk about that coming up in just a moment. Well, good evening, everyone. If you're having dinner or had dinner, I hope you had a good holiday. And of course, tomorrow is the big shopping day. But you know, you can do anything you want to do on Friday. It's going to be a little bit milder. Now, we did have that little light rain over the morning hours, but now all that cloud deck is beginning to thin out. So you can see Beeville's already cleared out. So that clearing line is going to be rolling through here within the next hour or two. Tomorrow, we're going to pick up a little bit stronger south wind, and that's going to start warming the temperatures up. Here's the rain. It's already in East Texas, so it moved by quickly. You know, and that's one thing in winter. These storms move a whole lot faster than they do in the summertime. So you can see this one racing off into the northeast, pretty much into Arkansas right now. But the next big thing is this. This is going to be the big snowstorm that's going to affect a bunch of the country over the weekend, and that's important because this is a snowstorm. All right, this one is going to be rolling out of the Rockies through Colorado, then dropping into the plains through Kansas. A little bit of Texas is going to get maybe a little snow way up in the panhandle, but generally it's going to be rain for us on Sunday. All right, now here's the Doppler radar. You can see the images. All the rain ended in Houston as well, so tonight, if anybody's driving, it's pretty good all the way up as all that activity is moving out. Now, we had a north wind for most of the week, right? And that kept us on the cool side. Well, tomorrow we're going to start getting more of a southeast wind. That's going to help warm the temperatures up for a couple of degrees. 45 the overnight low in the Crossroads, and then tomorrow 67. How about that? Almost 70 degrees by Saturday. But don't get too used to it because we've got another frontal system coming through. I just wanted to show you something. Remember that brutal heat wave that was, what, 2 months ago? And lasted for how many months? 5, 6 months? I just wanted you to know that it didn't disappear. It's in South America, into the southern hemisphere. South America is going through a brutal heat wave right now where temperatures are 10 degrees above average. Africa is doing temperatures 10 degrees above average. And even Australia is having a heat wave with a big fire thing going on out in Perth. So that heat that we had this summer didn't disappear, it just moved south. So what happens next summer, it's probably going to come back. So we'll have to deal with it. Here's our snowstorm. Watch how it drops down into Kansas. Right about there, we pick up a stronger south wind and we get that tap of rain coming through this area. This would be early, well, let's see, about 2 or 3 in the morning on Sunday. So most of Sunday is going to be windy, colder, and wet. Now that's important because a lot of people travel on Sunday. I just want you to know that there's a rain opportunity you got to factor into your travel plans. 53 the morning low. 68 tomorrow in Port Lavaca, a little bit more sun, certainly more than today. 45 the morning low in Cuero, getting up to 67. And for all of us, we're looking for a little milder weather for Friday, about 67 in Victoria, 68 on Saturday, but late on Saturday night is when the rain starts arriving here. I'm thinking most of the day we'll have a little bit of on and off rain, and the north wind will start blowing. Only 59 the high temperature on Sunday, and staying on the windy and chilly side for Monday and Tuesday of next week. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code. We'd love for you to scan that and put Crossroads Today on your phone. Here's Mr. Don.
Thank you, Mr. Mack. And sports reporter Zach Brown is in tonight. And of course, Thanksgiving, Zach, means football.
Absolutely. We got the Packers trying to upset the Lions, and Dallas looking for win number 3 in a row. I'll have that in sports. Well, happy Thanksgiving, and it wouldn't be a Thanksgiving holiday without some NFL football. The Packers taking on the Lions in Detroit, leading 7-0 early, but Detroit strikes right back. But they missed the extra point. Score stays 7-6. Later in the first, Goff hit. They never ruled the play dead, and that's Jonathan Owens, former Texan safety and husband of Simone Biles, with the scoop and score. The Packers would hang on for the 29-22 win. Detroit falls to 8-3 on the year. Meanwhile, in the later game, the Cowboys taking on Washington. Dallas coming into this week riding a 2-game winning streak. For the first half of this game, Dallas led 20-10. Dak Prescott 15 of 21 for nearly 250 yards with 2 touchdowns. In the driver's seat, currently leading 31-10 midway through the fourth quarter. Well, as we get ready to turn the page to Friday, I want to remind everyone that we have 9 teams still competing for a state championship. One of those teams down the road here in Victoria, the West Warriors, get a rematch with the Miller Buccaneers. That game is tomorrow at 5 p.m. on the road in Buck Stadium. And, of course, the Warrior fans are going to show out, but the Warriors getting some unexpected words of encouragement from a country music star.
West Warriors, Parker McCollum here. Heard y'all got a pretty big game coming up this weekend. Just wanted to pop in and wish you guys big time luck. Go out there and put it to them. Those days right there are going to go quick, so enjoy every second of them. And hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Walk away with the W. Go lay it on them. Go hit somebody. Peace, y'all.
That is country star Parker McCollum with the kind words for the West Warriors, also rocking the Texans hat in the video as well. Great all-around clip. The Coral Gobblers making some headlines as well. On the NFHS Twitter page, they have this play right here listed as the #1 play of the week in the state of Texas. And what a time for that play to come, because they were down 7 at that point in time. The Gobblers getting ready for Jasper tomorrow at 3. Last night out on the hardwood, the Spurs welcomed former fan favorite turned villain Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers to town. The fans, clearly still upset, booed Kawhi throughout the night, prompting Greg Popovich to do this in the middle of the game.
Excuse me for a second. Can we stop all the booing and let these guys play? It's got no class. It's not who we are. Stop all the booing.
Back in 2000. The fans ignored Pop's wishes, as they should. After the game, Pop said anybody that knows anything about sports knows you don't want to poke the bear. Leonard had 26 points in the 109-102 win. That's it for your sports. Don, back to you.
Maybe Pop shouldn't go back to the PA mic, Zach. Wouldn't that be load management?
Load management for Kawhi?
Yeah. No, for Pop.
Yeah, for Pop. Doing a lot of extra work, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right, Zach, thank you. And we're back in a moment. Japan's tallest skyscraper is ready to open for business tomorrow. And look, the sky's the limit. Finally tonight, Japan's tallest skyscraper and its surrounding facilities are set to open in Tokyo. The Azabudai Hills Morai JP Tower, located in central Tokyo, has a total height of 330 meters. That's just 3 meters shy of the Tokyo Tower. The building can accommodate 3,500 people in its residential zone and 20,000 workers in its office zone. People can also enjoy shopping and check out art exhibitions at Azabudai Hills. The complex will open tomorrow. That is just, I don't know if I want to go all the way to the top. It'd be a great view, but you know.
Yeah. Well, and they know they have earthquakes, right? And I
lately,
hope, you know, they a couple big ones, and they have to build it so that it sways. And so you're up on the 89th floor sleeping, and so next thing you know, you're in the living room.
And you think you're taking a Zumba class, and you don't know it.
You are taking Zumba all day long. Anyway, folks, tomorrow is going to be a little bit warmer. I do expect a little sunshine. Saturday is okay. It's Sunday when the cold front comes through and gives us rain pretty much all day long and a strong gusty wind. So it's going to be a little sloppy on Sunday. But Friday, Saturday is looking good. Hope you had a great holiday.
All right, thank you, Mac, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you tonight for 25 News Now at 10. Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. Leave some seconds for us, okay?